If we lose the midterms and we lose 2028, some in this room are going to prison, myself included. Dude, what the fuck? Steve Bannon, nice. Fooshop, if Destiny were a right winger, how do you think that side would have react to this whole Pixie shit? They would probably call Pixie a gold digger and slut shamer. Oh, which side? DGG, or are you talking about the anti-fans? Because it really depends.
And I will tell you right now, as God is my witness, if we lose the midterms and we lose 2028, some in this room are going to prison, myself included. They're not going to stop. They're getting more and more and more radical. And we have to counter that. And what do we have to counter it with? We have to counter it with more action, more intense action, more urgency. We're burning daylight. If you look across every aspect of this, we have to codify what President Trump has done by executive order, right? We have to codify it. And people say, well, they're just going to be messing bills. Senate. We got to put aside these structural barriers and get on with it. President Trump today gave to the Senate when they came over for breakfast. Even Lindsey Graham, some of the guys he liked, and some of these institutions, I understand. This is a very tough decision to make. And you're going to see some people in the conservative movement that not in a million years, because I talked to him today, quite frankly, I had Hawley on the show this morning. Josh Hawley, and he's talking about it, and I'm trying to play the institution. Well, they called me up this afternoon and said, let's go through the 10 reasons we need to do it, and these are heavy hitters on what I would call the constitutional, the limited government constitutionalist in our movement. And they're about to come out over the next couple of days and make this argument because it said, look, we have to understand that if we don't take this to the maximum, a maximalist strategy now with a sense of urgency, and in doing this, seize the institutions. If we don't do that now, we're going to lose this chance forever because you're never going to have another Trump, right? You're just not going to have it.
Yeah, I mean, he is advocating for fascism, right? Obviously, and he's trying to make a point in saying that, like, we're never gonna get another opportunity in our lifetime to try to get fascism to work in the United States, right? In order for there to be a king in the United States. Yeah, like ultimately, this is what Steve Bannon is aiming for. I think that there's nothing surprising coming from him, and he's right in the sense that like Trump needs to escalate what he's essentially already been doing for the ever since the beginning of his second term. In order to secure more power, in order to make him seem more like a king. Yeah, I mean, this is very bothersome, obviously. But, one thing I'm glad for is that Steve Bannon doesn't hide the shit. And it doesn't do him any good to hide it either, right? Just mainly because, like, he is trying to, like, I think there is an effect where if you get exposed to an idea early, you are able to push it easier in the minds of the people. And I think that is what's going on with someone like Steve Bannon, where I think what's happening is that essentially he is trying to strategize with people that are his allies who all want like a neo-monarchy, who are trying to place that idea in the minds of the people. And everything that he says is like true. Like he doesn't sound crazy. Like he doesn't. I'm sorry. Steve Bannon isn't actually a crazy wacko. He's a fascist strategist, right? He's like a strategist in terms of trying to get fascists in power. Like that's the way I look at him. Like when he talks about this stuff, he isn't talking about like wild, absurd things. He's talking about, oh, what is the most productive, pragmatic step possible to take right now in order to raise the chances of the Trump dynasty being a thing. So this is like what Bannon is essentially trying to aim for, right? But yeah, no, I think it's always worthwhile to listen to Steve Bannon, just mainly because if you ever want to figure out what the true like fascist takeover strategy is, like Bannon just says it plainly in plain English. So yeah. Anyway. Nah, Dev, you're wrong, but it's okay. You're allowed to be wrong, okay? Trump administration encapsulated in one picture. Oh yeah, some fucking dude next to him fucking fainted, and then Trump just looked at him and then looked back, and he has like no facial expression, no emotion. Okay, all right, based. What is this? Mike Johnson is starving families and gutting healthcare to cover up the Epstein files. Change my mind. Okay, based. True. The revolution is here. Mamdani and his supporters. Cheryl beating a Republican by 13% who barely lost in the 2021 election. Spanberger trouncing an incumbent Republican lieutenant governor in the purple state. Mamdani winning by single digits against a scandal. And it's in a deep blue city as well. In a very deep blue like space. So it's kind of funny. Anyway. Governor poll, Acton 46%, Ramaswamy 45%. Jesus. Oh no. Hello? Vivek is having trouble? Wow, based. I guess the only thing that is needed to beat an Indian man is a white woman.
We feel good.
Okay. Jill Stein shocked by Mamdani's election speech. Didn't focus on Israel-Palestine. I was heartened, but I didn't hear him reference Palestine or Israel. It was mostly a very domestic-focused victory speech. Yeah, because he's... Wait, what? It's because he's the mayor of New York. Yeah, he is to be the mayor of New York. That's not... I'm sorry, okay? What kind of overseas... What kind of overseas policy can he even affect? Yeah, of course. Okay, we'll see, I guess.
We feel goofy having hope.
Hello?
I know, Dr. Stein.
I've spent decades, learning not to hold my breath, and I'm still not holding my breath, and I think what's hopeful here is that he really has a supercharged base.
That's so stupid,
and
dude.
The hope is that that base will continue to hold his feet to the fire so that he's not going to retrench. I was heartened that he punched back at Trump, and he did not shy away from really challenging Trump, come and get me. We're not going to be shy about who we are and who we're going to protect.
If anyone can show a nation betrayed by Donald Trump how to defeat him, it is the city that gave rise to him.
Oh my god, I haven't even heard him speak before. Holy shit. He sounds like a fascist based. The fascist intonation.
And I only
all hail the Mamdani Sultanate.
Listened to it while I was multitasking, so I might have missed it, but I didn't hear him reference Palestine or Israel. It was
Why would
from
he?
what I heard, it was mostly a very domestic focus.
He literally tried to elect Trump? Jill Stein? I mean, people have been memeing since forever that Jill Stein is actually a Kremlin operative, right? Meant to wedge and draw progressives to voting third party over the Democratic Party, right? And, I think the more people meme about it, the more true it kind of becomes for me. I'm just beginning to think that, I'm beginning to think that she is, in fact, like some kind of fucking Russian op. On God, okay? I know, it sounds incredibly conspiratorial, okay? But let me cook.
A victory speech. And that's,
So it's
that's
on
kind of
fascist.
understandable. That's usually
Good
par
one.
for the course. But it does mean that we don't want to say, oh, it's all okay now.
Listen, beat the people in my Discord server in a debate about fascism, and then you're allowed to debate me, okay?
Can relax. I think, there are so many forces. You heard Jonathan Greenblatt, you could see him all over social media raising Cain about what this means and
Raising Cain.
Jews are, need to be careful. And he's speaking for Jews of New York, which is an outrageous concept. But they are, AIPAC is on the warpath. As always, the Democratic Party is on the take, as always. Witness their other, major victories here, which are victories for centrist Democrats. One of them, Abigail Spanberger, who herself, had founded this short-lived opposition group to the
Raising
squad,
Cane's true.
Telling the squad they had to rein it in, so that's who's still in control here in the party. And, what happens in Gaza is not, or,
You mean
on the West
Gaza?
Bank, doesn't
You
have
mean
a
Gaza?
lot to do with New York. But still, if you have a really outspoken mayor and an outspoken constituency, it does help to keep the heat on, especially given that the United Nations is undertaking some very important deliberations now that I hope we will get to, addressing, the fight for the survival of Palestine, which is really in the target hairs as much as ever, if not more. And, the Trump administration is trying to pull some fast moves in the Security Council under this illusion before it completely goes up in flames.
Fuentes and Jill Stein both brain broken by Israel. I would argue that both of these people have been brain broken since the very beginning, but fair enough.
That
okay.
the Trump plan has anything to do with peace or anything to do with a plan. It's it's an ultimatum for what Israel couldn't achieve with all the military might that the U.S. and Israel can muster. They couldn't achieve, so they're trying to ram it through with this plan. And it's a very dangerous time. And the climate in New York, where the UN is having these deliberations, is very important context right now, even though it's not inherently a domestic issue, but a lot of New Yorkers, especially Muslim New Yorkers, and progressive New York. Well, I wouldn't say progressive because that could cut either way, but certainly the anti-genocide movement is strong in New York City.
Okay, yeah, but like, what can you even do about it, dude? You're the mayor of New York. There's already like 500 different fucking billion cajillion problems on your plate. You probably have construction projects you have to approve of. You have to fix housing issues. You have to fix, rent prices or fucking do other things. There's like a billion other things you have to take account of. You need to handle Wall Street. Like there's so many things you need to focus on. Why the fuck, Mamdani can't do anything about Israel and Palestine, even if he wanted to, okay? But, anyway. Appreciation post because there's not enough love for those liberal queens crushing it at plus 13 and plus 15 in actual competitive races. Oh yeah, these two won in purplish, reddish areas, right? Yeah. He doesn't give a fuck about anyone but himself. True.
Better than the Democrats. Better than the Democrats. For who? For who? Trump is better than the Democrats for Israel, for the oil and gas industry, for Silicon Valley, for Wall Street. Is he really better for us? I don't think so. My student loans got reactivated or something. You know what Biden did?
You know what? No matter how much student loans Nick Fuentes has, okay, I don't even, did he even go to college?
Biden made it so that medical debt doesn't go on your credit report. That was good for me. Biden tried to forgive the student loans. That was good for me. Now I'm not.
Yeah, listen, I'll check back in 3 months after Fuentes has flipped back to MAGA, okay? And then 3 months after Fuentes flips to MAGA, he'll flip back to being pro-Joe Biden. And then 3 months after that, he'll flip back to MAGA, okay? The thing you need to understand about Nick Fuentes is that, he flips his position about, the current state of politics every, 3 months because he can't make up his mind because he always wants to say something provocative and contrarian to his base. This is literally what he does all the time. I think Candace Owens and other very, very far right wingers would also do the same, where they would say, "Oh my God, actually, don't you know that actually Trump is bad for the country? I know, crazy take, isn't it?" So then they have a way to differentiate themselves away from the rest of the right wingers. Anyway,
because
sandwich thrower found not guilty.
when
Nice, don't care. Why Joe Rogan doesn't have Gavin Newsom on? Who?
Because when Joe called Gavin Newsom a con man, Gavin Newsom texted me, and there was a long exchange about how he's not a con man, that he's a fan of Joe's, and that it's a personal thing, and he wants to be on. He'd like to, at least at least Joe to know that he's not a con man. It's interesting. And I said to Joe, I go, you're super famous. I'm literally texting with the governor of California. And Joe said, I don't want to see that. And I think the reason Joe doesn't want to see that, and Joe's not interested in talking to Gavin Newsom, is because sometimes when you are a podcaster.
Yo, Abes Sefer, thank you so much for the $5. Shock value opinions are boring. That's why the right is running out of shit to say. True.
Shaken, not stirred.
Shock value opinions are boring. That's why the right is running out of shit to say.
Yeah, sure, yeah. Like every single time Trump does something like very fascist-like, Nick Fuentes will flip back to being pro-MAGA. He'll do it. Like if the next time Trump, like the next headline could be Trump deports forcibly 5,000 brown immigrants, okay, from India. And then Nick Fuentes would be like, bro, I'm not gonna lie, guys. I'm not gonna lie. This Trump guy is making a lot of headway in what we want. All right, listen, these H-1B visa holders, they have to go, okay? These H-1B, and then like, and then Trump does something pro-Israel 3 months after that, right? He'll allow Netanyahu to invade Iran and invade all the other like Islamic countries. And then Nick Fuentes is like, yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna lie, guys. MAGA isn't doing it for me anymore. Like, I mean, Israel is like evil, and Trump shouldn't just allow them to do whatever. Dude, this guy is, bro. Don't fall for it, okay? I'm just saying. What's your favorite shitty diner? Not really shitty diners, but just regular fast food places are pretty nice for shitty diners. But
Sure. And you have someone like.
oh, but when I was in Ohio, I had a very specific place that I really liked for shitty food, but heartwarming shitty food. Yeah, it's this like underground Chinese place when I was studying at Ohio State. If you go to OSU, you probably know what I'm talking about.
Gavin Newsom on. Gavin's a very charming guy. Gavin's not a dumb guy, and Gavin can make a strong case for California. He can also make a strong case for why he is not running the state. He's also dealing with city councils and a lot of other shit that's very hard. You know, Arnold Schwarzenegger basically said,
whoa,
I talked
what
to
did
him
he say?
about this. He said, the one thing as a governor is you can't get a lot done. You can't. Now, having said that,
So then why would we vote for
Joe is very savvy and smart to know that he doesn't know enough sometimes to not be gamed. One of the reasons he probably doesn't want to have certain leaders of countries on is because those leaders are very good for making a case for why they're good guys, because politicians are very good at that. Why criticism is wrong, okay? And Joe's smart enough to know that there's a lot of smoke, and you got to be very careful with people like that.
He also doesn't like him.
He also doesn't.
I was
like
there
him.
when he showed him the text.
That's a great point.
Hold on. I was there when he showed him the text. We're all at dinner, and Rogan goes, "Fuck off."
Yep. He goes, I don't want to see that.
He doesn't like him. He's a scumbag.
Right.
He doesn't like him.
He's
He's
a
scumbag,
got very good
and
instincts.
all the things that he posted, all that was there in California before he became governor, dumbass. So he's taking credit for it. That stuff was there before he was governor. He did not create that.
Yeah, I think.
Dude, what, dude? Oh my god. I mean, or Joe Rogan is just simply a coward, and they only say free speech when it's people that they can easily debate, or when they are in an advantageous situation, or when they are up in stonks or something in terms of like public opinion. Then they'll say, oh yeah, isn't it all about free speech? But then the moment that someone else has the higher ground, they go right to defensive mode, and they're like, oh well, yeah, I mean, we're pro free speech, but I mean, this guy's just full of shit. It's like, okay, good one. She passed the ACA is what she did. She was a great American politician. Nancy Pelosi is a hero. End of story. Based. Ye sat down with a rabbi to express his remorse for his statements towards the Jewish community. What the fuck? Yo, I need to watch this. What is this? What? I need the video. Oh, where is it? Dude, I need Kanye apologizing to the Jewish. I need this. Okay, why didn't anyone post the actual thing? What the fuck, dude? Why? This is like the biggest thing to drop since graduation. Yes, here we go. Okay. Let's watch Kanye apologize to the Jewish community. Sorry, I just think he's so funny. He's like a locale to me, but yeah. Did the rabbi make him ask 3 times? I don't fucking know.
I feel really blessed to be able to sit here with you today and just take accountability. I was dealing with some various issues, dealing with bipolar also. So it would take the ideas I had and have me take them to an extreme where I would forget about the protection of the people around me and myself.
Just got my premium increase for my insurance. Went from $244 to $853 a month. Holy shit. I mean, did you change your plan or something? Because it, like, for the same plan, it really shouldn't go up that much. That's an insane increase. Like, 853 was like the same amount I had to pay Cobra for when I lost my employment. Nope. That's crazy. I wonder what's different. That's crazy, though. Jesus.
So I
Sorry
wanted
to hear
to come
that.
and take accountability. Sometimes people aren't that knowledgeable about the bipolar and the cause or what causes it and the way you act when you have this disease.
Oi. Hello.
So it's like if you left the house and you left your kid at the house and your kid went and messed up the kitchen and messed up the garage, messed up the living room. Now when you get back, it's your responsibility because that's your child. And that's the way I look at it. It's like I gotta go clean up the kitchen, I gotta clean up the living room, I gotta clean up the garage.
Is the cameraman talking or some shit? Hello?
Yeah, and it's a big deal for me as a man to come and take accountability for all the things that I've said, and I really just appreciate you embracing me with open arms and allowing me to make amends. And this is the beginning and the first steps and the first brick by brick to build back the strong walls.
I mean, it's 100% performative. I mean, obviously, but you know, sometimes you gotta step back and watch the fucking locale do the locale thing, okay? Because again, to me, Kanye is just a locale, okay? He's gonna be doing locale things, all right? Let him do his locale thing. Why did Kanye make it to help his PR? More like PR probably made him do this because they're like, bro, I'm not gonna lie, okay? The HH song made all the Jews hate your music, okay? You don't want to lose the Jewish support. They have lots of money. And then Kanye was like, bro, I totally get you, okay? No, they probably no. Kanye probably discovered the existence of black Jewish people, Ethiopians, and he's like, what, bro? There's black Jewish people? Nah, bro. I can't do them dirty like this, bro. And then that's it. And then good luck. Or maybe he's like this because he just discovered what racism was, and then you know he wants to talk to the CEO of racism now. Okay. Like he has had a revelation of the highest order. He wants to talk to the CEO of racism.
To the world, a way for someone when he regret about something that he has done wrong. And the Jews live on this way of if someone did something wrong, you can regret and fix it. And the rabbi is hugging you and hugging everybody. And God willing, and from now on, strong things and good things, and only good. You are a very good man. Amen. That's man.
What the fuck? Wait, but like, isn't he like Christian? What? No, it doesn't matter because he's trying to apologize to the Jewish community. So obviously, okay, yeah, but this is still so awkward, dude. I don't. Oh, this is so awkward. It's so awkward. This is the most not AI looking video I've ever seen. If that makes sense, I totally get that. It just looks so awkward. It's like this entire thing just feels so awkward. I don't, whatever, man. Okay, yay, do your thing. Okay, all right, I guess. I don't know. And that rabbi knows English. No way he doesn't know it. Yeah. Oh, I only speak Hebrew. Like, bitch, what Jew only speaks Hebrew? Like, can anyone find me a Jewish person in the United States who only speaks Hebrew but nothing else? Also, guys, please like the stream. Thank you. Okay? I'd really appreciate it if you guys would put the like on the stream. Like, what fucking, like what fucking Jewish person doesn't speak English? Whatever, doesn't matter. Dude, the comments, we can listen to Graduation again. Let's go. I mean, what's preventing you from listening to it in the first place? The music is there. The music is still good. It's not like the music became worse after he was openly anti-Semitic. It just means that he was always anti-Semitic, right? It's like he took I bet he only took like bipolar medication for 1 day, and then he's like, oh my god, what the fuck have I been doing? Destiny supports Mamdani. Say goodbye to the Abbey Bridge. Oh no, not the Abbey Bitterman Bridge. Oh no. Graduation and flashing lights. That's what I'm saying, dude. There's hardcore Jewish communities in New York. Some of them really don't speak much English. Oh, L. Learn to assimilate. All right, be like the brown people. All right, just kidding. I love you guys. You know what they say, okay? Brooklyn is like the fucking second Israel. Brooklyn is like the second Israel. The third Israel is like right outside, on the outskirts of Washington D.C. in Baltimore. That's the third. That's the third Jewish Israel. Okay, there's 3 Israels in total. Okay, Israel, Baltimore, Israel, and Brooklyn, Israel. Okay. Good morning. If you're voting or even supporting Mamdani, I'm done hearing you bitch about my Trump vote. Fuck off and fuck you. Well, Avi, I think I want to deport you back to Israel. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, mods. Circumcise Avi's soul back to Israel. Mods, circumcise Avi's soul back to the Jewish lands, to the Holy Lands. Mods, remove his testicles. Mods, circumcise his testicles. I'm sorry. Okay, sorry. Okay, listen. Okay. Okay, I think that's the edgiest I can go without getting myself banned. Okay, on God. But yeah, fuck this guy. This guy only stays in the United States to back up Israel. Like, I'm convinced that this is what this person does, okay? Avi Bitterman is like the worst of the worst, okay? Every single Jewish person living in America should be fully on board with the Democratic Party, okay? Not only because they are pro-Israel, but also they are pro-diversity, pro-liberal policies, and, you know, as someone who, you know, is not Jewish, not an Israeli, and not, you know, part of your ethnicity, frankly, fuck you, okay? Fuck you for fucking me over and everyone else who isn't Jewish over, I guess. Actually, fuck it. You're fucking yourself over because you're supposed to be some professor. Your research funding is gonna be cut, and you're gonna be subjected to the White House's like blacklist policy for the woke words that you need to like get out of your study or some shit, right? Like, to be frank, like, you are voting against your own interests, but I don't think you care because you are ultimately more pro-Israel than pro-America. And frankly, maybe you should just go back to Israel. Why? Go away. Jesus. Stop being cringe.
Jobs. But today we...
I just fainted. Oh, yeah. Okay. All right. Okay, live stream fail. Avi is a reasonable moderate like McLoley. Uh-huh. I think that's the issue.
Advancing science and creating high-value jobs.
Go down with a smile in front of dear
Advancing
leader.
science and creating high-value jobs. But today we... Oh, are you okay? Gordon, you okay?
I don't think you can say that. What? Say what? Circumcise his soul back to Israel. What? Wait, is the chat delayed that much? Said to you, dude. I'm just, bro. I've said it before. Okay, to be fair, I've said it before. Okay, I'm just gonna be honest. Okay, just please. Okay, please. If you don't have America's best interests at heart, you are my enemy. Okay, you are my enemy, and I declare you to be a traitor. Okay, to be a traitor of the United States. Okay, if you are a single party voter based off of a foreign country. If you're, first of all, single party voters are already retarded, okay? Like look at any kind of abortion single party voters, they're all retarded, okay? So first of all, if you're a single party voter, you're already retarded, okay? Second of all right, foreign country single party voting, yeah, you're pathetic, okay? Fuck you, all right? So yeah, fuck you, fuck off, all right? I don't want you here. Stop being in my country. Go away. Do you think Avi will talk to me when we're all at ICE detention centers? He'll give every single person at the ICE detention center a questionnaire that asks whether or not you supported Mamdani or not.
Press out. Press. We're going. Thank you, press. Press. Cameras. We're done. Cameras.
You can go as your voter. That's what I said, right? Nice, good one.
Like if you're...
Asmongold suggests that those with over $10 million should give out more of their money. I mean, does Asmongold do that?
Like if you're spending more than $500,000 a year, the odds are that you are lavishly spending your money in a way that is completely extravagant. So I would say that probably $5 or $10 million should be the amount of money that you should be looking at people that have more than that and being like, why aren't you paying more and why aren't you giving out more of your money? I'm not talking about billionaires, right? I honestly think that if you really think about it, that number is, in my opinion, $10 million. If you have more than that, you don't need more than that. That's it.
I mean, I kind of agree on principle. Like, I kind of support tax brackets. It just sounds like a good idea. I mean, in practice, it could entirely be a bad idea, maybe, but I would, like, need more, I guess. I guess the thing I kind of want to like say here is I think people were saying like, oh my god, is Asmongold starting his lefty arc or something? I just want to say Asmongold is so inconsistent when it comes to his standards and his beliefs, okay? Don't fall for it, because he is going to be pro MAGA in like what, like he's already pro MAGA, he's still pro MAGA, okay? But he adjusts the things that he believes in because he's a sucker for attention and he's a sucker for his audience to like him. He is completely audience captured and he's incredibly cringe. So like he'll flip his opinions on a dime if it means him getting more validation on the internet because he's a loser. But good one, okay? Just a reminder that Asmongold is anti-Ukraine. All right, in a way where he says, "Oh, Zelensky should have wore, you know, a tie or should have wore a suit." When he was like going over there, what he was making a big deal out of that. But do you know what Asmongold did back in the day? He raised like I think it was either $186,000 for Ukraine or he raised $400,000 for Ukraine. So he did an entire fundraiser for Ukraine. Okay, hundreds of thousands of dollars. And then years later, okay, when he does his MAGA shit, now he just makes fun of Zelensky. But okay, good one. All right, the MAGA grift is strong. Okay,
you are not.
anti-Ukraine, even he been pro-Ukraine against his chat. I think that he probably has fallen for the MAGA propaganda about like Zelensky should have more respect for Donald Trump. But I think generally he is against Putin. He is against Putin on the part that, oh yeah, Putin shouldn't be like fucking invading a foreign country. But I think that he gives way more credit to Trump when Trump does go against Zelensky, and he just no longer cares about being pro-Ukraine if Trump does decide to go anti-Zelensky. But yeah. There's one thing he's never wavered on. No, I would disagree with that. Like, I would think that he wavered on it when he was commenting on Zelensky arriving at the White House and when he was commentating on that. Yeah.
Allowed to say you're just some irrelevant Twitch streamer anymore. I don't want to hear that shit from you from now on. Brother, I will keep saying that, okay? I'm going to keep saying that.
It's over.
It don't matter. It don't matter if people don't see it that way, okay? I'll keep saying it. I'll let my work speak for itself. You understand?
No.
Yeah, I'll stay humble.
Dude. Bro. Nice. Good one.
I would not be surprised if he tries to sue me for the stream that I did today and for coming out about him. Not because he thinks that he would win, but for PR reasons, like a slap lawsuit.
I'm certain Aspen has said it's not our problem. I'm pretty sure he said that about Gaza, right? I'm not sure if he said that about Ukraine.
It'd be interesting if that happened, and I wouldn't be opposed to people finding out more of the truth and things that I didn't even talk about today, and what else he's been lying about. And I'm sure there's also plenty of things that even I don't know about. And
okay.
Charcoal.
Destiny on Mamdani. Brown politicians have to smile extra to make white people comfortable. Sad but true. Where is this?
The slowest rent and childcare. The slowest buses in the nation are robbing us of our time and our sanity.
The extended exaggerated smile he does on stage, I think, is a bit too much. Well, he's, is he Arab? Or Indian? No, he's Indian.
I think
you
he's
have
Indian.
to, when you're brown, you got to be extra smiley to make all the white people feel safe and comfortable with you. So he has to do that, all right? It's called code switching.
Working people are being pushed out of the city they built.
Sad but true, okay?
Have
anyway.
so much.
Tyler makes his first house in Minecraft. The brown people have to smile extra came from the Saturday night show bit of the debate that had Shane Gillis. Wait, really? That's what that came from?
You can't jump the fence?
Destiny self-report that he watches SNL. Bad Taste Detective.
God damn it!
Why did he have to destroy? Okay, but my question is, why did he have to destroy the roses? Like he was like strategically destroying the roses. It made absolutely no sense for him to destroy the roses. What the fuck? Why did he destroy the roses? So he was panicking. Wait. No, sorry. They're not roses. They're like berries or some shit, right? Yeah, sweet berries.
You can't jump the fence?
Oh, never mind. Okay.
God damn it!
Wait, why? Okay, so he was getting attacked, and then he was... Okay, whatever, man. It's fine. Rampage crashed out on the street vendor in Italy. Oh, I would also crash out Europeans all the time, okay?
Have so much.
I love that Tyler's doing variety again. But hate that he went straight to Minecraft. What do you want him to do? Dark Souls?
Have so much.
Actually, that would be peak. That would be peak. You know it would be peak.
Drop it on the floor. Drop it. Hey, real talk. Take it back. Take it back. No. Take it back. We know that one. No. Take it back. Take it back. No. Take it back.
Don't touch it.
Yeah. Keep it moving. Keep it moving. Keep it moving. We know that. Hey, do me a favor, motherfucker. Hey, shut the fuck up. Hey, don't talk to me. Hey, don't talk to me like that, motherfucker. Listen,
Jesus.
the wrong motherfuckers. Don't do that shit. Get the fuck out of here before you piss me the fuck off. Yeah, get the fuck out of here. I don't give a fuck. You fuck with the wrong motherfucker, man. I'm not in a good mood, nigga. Keep moving.
Jesus.
Damn, man, I can't stand when motherfuckers act like a bitch and do shit like that.
Jesus. Pilot visits a temple in hardcore Minecraft. I mean, he has to be doing this on purpose. Does he know? Does he know about the free free supplies? Okay, we'll see. Oh my god, what a moron, dude. What? How do you... How? Just, I don't get it. How do you not know about that? That's like the number one... That's like every child... No, he has to be pretending. He's trolling. Nah, I get it. It's an elaborate troll, okay? Good one. Good one, Tyler, okay? This one's a troll. This is a troll, okay? This is a troll.
What the whatever. Yo, I heard sizzling. I was like, what the fuck? I mean, yeah. What can be in there?
Oh my god, he's doing hardcore as well? Fuck me, dude. Okay, whatever.
Post. Ungodly.
Gray-haired YouTuber reacts to streamer with mustaches. TikTok repost.
Ungodly amount.
Wait, hold on. Is the reason why Hassan is being not named or anything, so then Hassan isn't able to search up his own name? Is that the reason why people on LSF has been naming stuff with like streamer or guy or something? Is so then certain streamers that are more like controversial are not name searching themselves? I think that's what's happening, right? That's so fucking smart. Oh shit.
Ungodly amount of soul-crushingly cringe thirst traps. You guys an example as I scroll here at some of the stuff he reshares. Here's the one. I dare you to watch this. I dare you to watch this. Imagine sharing this.
No.
Bro, imagine having the... First of all,
what
there
is
should be a
this?
certain level of self-monitoring shame that should prevent someone from sharing this. But just imagine, what are you doing?
Nah,
man?
bro,
And then
that's
all of them, by
crazy.
the way, look at the user. User loves Hassan. So not only is he, it's so uncomfortable. Here's another one. My reaction when I saw Hassan as Superman. Why would you share this? Look at this. Dude, who's making these? Yes.
Hassan doesn't want
Psychosexually obsessed
100,000 search results? Oh.
Also, these are like exclusively thirst trapping fan accounts that he reshares. That is not normal. This type of culture of fan parasocial obsession has to be encouraged by the user. Otherwise,
Hassan
these
shared
people.
that. I just want to say I will have no complaints if anyone makes an edit of me like that, okay? Listen, okay? I recognize it, dude. Listen. I personally, listen, okay? Personally, I have no complaints, okay? This is just me, okay? This is just coming from me, all right?
People would never bother because they live for that recognition. That person you saw in the, it goes like 9 times, shared 8 times,
We didn't get
commented
on
1
it.
time. Like,
Oh, Radiant hasn't made shorts in like 2 days. I think he's quit.
they're obsessed.
Just kidding.
And if he never interacted with them, which he shouldn't, by the way, he's encouraging like parasocial obsession. But the reason these accounts persist is because they know he's there to give them. And that's the same reason why people still send him
Works
nudes
and busy.
on Snapchat, because they know he
Mm.
opens them.
Okay.
And even though he doesn't respond,
Are the tough with just funk edits? Why would there be? I don't present myself as like a fucking macho male Hassan guy.
they see
But would you share it? Yeah, of course. Bro, I fucking love shit people make of
Hassan
me.
viewed this and they're like, oh, he likes it. Let me send him more. Like this is just really, 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 really
Okay.
not well behavior. Look at all this shit.
This is so cringe.
It's also look, they did all the work for us. Liked it 9 times, reposted 7 times.
Okay, this would be crazy. Okay, if you guys started counting the amount of times I have like fucking reposted or did anything like that, yeah, this is crazy behavior. This is like actual fucking mentally unhinged stalker behavior. What the fuck? Jesus Christ. Why would you do this? Bro, that's yeah, this is incredibly crazy. What the
Commented
fuck?
one time.
Hello?
Started this year.
Give us a
That's how
Superman.
all
No,
this worked
I'm
since
no.
February.
You know what? Jesus.
Yo, what's up, dude? How's it going? I'm good, dude. I feel like I just gained like 10 pounds eating.
You're talking about getting fat the whole time.
Dude,
Dude, Asmongold goes outside. That's crazy, dude. Look at him. His adrenaline is rushing because this is like the first time he's going outside in like years. So his adrenaline is pumping. He has no idea what's going on. He's like, oh my god, what's going on? What's going on? Oh my god, all these bright lights and noises. Oh my god, I'm terrified. Yeah. Hey, Money Wubby hits a 500k max win on stake, but then it doesn't pay out. What? What? Oh, I don't think I can show it. Sorry.
A room, right?
XCC reacts to Rockstar. Ninja Rage Quit Trios and Arc Raiders.
A room, right? They're all three in there looting a
Anti-Superman.
one-way room on my key. Make that make sense, right? Was that also my fault?
Jesus.
I don't know what to tell you. I can't do it, bro. I can't.
Okay, Jesus. XCC comments on how his song would be treated by media if he looked different.
I feel ecstatic. I feel electric. I feel like
Chat, if Hassan wasn't conventionally attractive, I don't want to be rude, chat. Again, I'm trying not to be rude, okay? If he wasn't conventionally attractive,
no.
he would be outcast. He'd be like a leper to like these communities. I'm just saying. Just saying.
I was banking way too much on this campaign because I was like holding on to it for dear life. I was like, please, something good. I'm not a praying man. I'm Muslim, but I'm not exactly a very good Muslim in general. And I was literally praying.
I hear Kendrick Lamar in the background. Nice.
That mic is so fucking bad. It's awful. True. I said that. That he spoke with this morning. Oh, come on, bruh.
This was a cool aura
Why would you even say that? Why would you even say
Did
that?
you get to speak with him last?
Aren't people gonna get mad about that? Because during his campaign, he had to like disown him, whatever. Like, come on, bro.
No. I talked to him briefly today.
He's so butthurt over that. Kylo Ren traverses the Nether.
That almost caught me slipping.
How? What? Dude. Kylo Ren tries to escape a cave.
Oh fuck, I'm really sending it. I'm a moron.
What? Good one. Okay. Cool.